Welcome to another Woods Report. Hot topics. Here we go. We're going to talk about the Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club
Today, August 4th or whatever.
August 4th, Thursday, August 4th.
All right. So the NFL preseason starts tonight.
Oh.
So we know nobody right now is watching the NFL right now. Not tonight, at least. They'll pick this show up another time. The preseason starts tonight. And y'all know I love football, so here we go.
Football game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because we're in August.
Yeah, starts tonight.
August. Okay.
Tonight. So that was a whole big old thing. NFL.
Oh, that's what that guy meant when he said, "I'm gonna watch the Bears."
Well, the NFL preseason
what is
starts
he talking about?
Tonight.
Oh,
so
okay, that's what he meant.
They also talked about monkeypox spreading. I guess it's now big in New York and Florida.
What?
So now I said once Florida, to me, once it's big in New York, it's everywhere. Because that's the same thing with every other disease. Every time it hits New York, it's everywhere. Because people fly in and out of New York from everywhere.
Right.
So that was a whole big old thing. So just, again, protecting yourself. Going back to wearing your mask, your gloves.
Now, for monkeypox, did they say what ways to protect yourself?
Same thing. Gloves,
your
mask,
gloves and mask.
Sprayed out
because
stuff.
that one is contagious.
Don't touch your face.
Well. Okay.
Don't try not to touch stuff. I don't know how that's going to happen.
I know.
Try not to touch stuff. So if you go somewhere, try not to be just touching anything. And, the one little girl showed on TikTok, these guys had filmed themselves with monkeypox sitting at the table at a restaurant. And she came back and was like, see, that's why things spread.
How did she know they had it?
They filmed themselves on TikTok being funny, showing that they had monkeypox and was sitting at the restaurant eating.
That's not good.
That's what she was saying.
So they contaminated
she said
everywhere they're sitting. When they were talking, the spit would come out.
So she said, just be prepared. People out here having stuff, they don't care.
And they probably, if they're at depending on what kind of restaurant they're at, if there's condiments or whatever on the side,
all on
that's spit on
them. All on it.
Like jelly and salt and pepper.
Yep. So just, be careful. Always wash your hands. Make sure your clothes are clean.
I try to use even napkins to wipe down or use when I pick up the salt shaker or the sugar.
All you can do. So we going somewhere Sunday, and I'm concerned about that. Yeah. So we'll see. I ain't going on a cruise. So we'll see. Things change so much.
Can't live in fear though, but we want to use wisdom.
So Nicki Minaj's father was killed. And he was ran over.
Today?
This was a while ago. And he was ran over. The guy finally who ran him over got convicted, and he was convicted he got 1 year, and that was it.
He killed somebody.
He hit and ran. He hit, and then he left him there, ran, tried to put the car in the garage. And
1 year, Kim?
1 year. He got 1 year in jail.
He killed somebody.
And ran.
He drove away.
If it was he killed him, made a mistake and hit him and stopped.
Like a mistake.
Yeah, no, he hit and ran. I
know she's mad.
Well, he got 1 year. So that finally came down. His sentence finally. And it was talking about, again, how we had said how sentencing is weird. You can do one thing and depend on where you are,
where you
who you are, and it just depends how things are not consistent. She talked about, Nicki Minaj talked about being in a store. She just told her driver to drop her off at the store. She wanted to be normal. No, just normal. And the guy, she said as she was buying her food, the cashier guy, he leaned over and she said, oh, he recognized me, and he said I was listening to your music today, you and Trick Daddy. And she was like, he thought she was somebody else. He thought she was Trina, the rapper. So that hurt her little feelings. She thought she world renowned.
Does she look like Trina?
No, she don't look like Trina.
Nothing?
He just knew she was famous, but he thought she
was getting ready to get...
He thought she was Trina, the rapper.
See, it would be something if she's similar to that look.
And then Charlamagne jumped in and said he know how she feel because he gets stopped all the time and people keep telling him he look like Morris Chestnut.
Did they laugh? They had to laugh.
That's an ongoing joke.
Did they laugh?
He always say he look like Morris Chestnut, and he swears that people stop him on the street.
That Negro does not look like no Morris Chestnut.
And he says that he swears every time he says that Angela Yee and Envy laugh. He swears that y'all can laugh all you want.
Yes, we gonna laugh all
I've been stopped several times, and people thought I was Morris Chestnut.
He ain't even the complexion. That's a good one.
So I thought that was funny. But that's an ongoing joke with him.
Oh my God.
He said he can't go nowhere with people thinking he Morris Chestnut. Morris Chestnut.
That is funny.
All right,
funny.
so
okay.
if people do think he Morris Chestnut because he has a bald head, that's it.
I'm thinking, come on now.
Or people are stupid.
Tyrese.
How many shows do I have to tell you that people are stupid?
They are.
People are stupid. If y'all stopping Charlamagne, the guy is telling him he Morris Chestnut.
God, I gotta look up this.
Y'all are stupid. I'm not
funny.
even that blind, and I wear glasses.
That is funny.
So I thought that was funny. Who you looking at, Morris Chestnut?
Yeah.
Charlamagne. It's even funnier when you look at Morris Chestnut.
Right.
You don't even have to look at Charlamagne. You can just look at Morris Chestnut and laugh.
No, because they
So
bald-headed. All bald-headed black men look like Morris Chestnut.
That's why. Then they talked about Mystico. He got arrested again. Mystico just got out. And he got arrested for the same thing, assault on a woman.
Oh my God, what? Okay, so
he said he innocent.
Jail,
he innocent last
okay,
time.
if he's innocent. Jail does not rehabilitate all men, all women. If they come out and do the same thing, it didn't help you. Isn't jail supposed to help you?
The bottom line is, Mystico had a chance to come back because everybody listened to old music again.
I was so happy for
him.
There's
still nobody who sounds like Mystico. There's still no rapper that sounds like Mystico.
I was like, oh my God. And then that one time he went, did he go for, it was some accused of somebody, he went on behalf of somebody or something.
I don't know.
He took the fall or something.
Well, let's see. He's saying that he's innocent. Let's see. Hopefully,
innocent.
Well, we don't know. Innocent until proven guilty, I guess.
Oh my goodness.
But he's back in jail again.
Oh God. Okay. I'm back in prison.
You ain't bouncing back yet or something. Okay, so John Legend and Christy are expecting a baby again.
Oh, how many kids is this?
The second one, I think. No, remember she lost the other one. She was pregnant and she had a miscarriage.
Oh, she's happy about
this. So let's just,
Oh, when she carries this all
she
the
must
way.
be far along for her to say something because she was kind of far along last time and lost it.
Oh.
So usually when women have a miscarriage, they don't announce the next one until they well into it.
They really want to be sure of whatever trimester or whatever they're in.
So congratulations to them.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. And beginning, I didn't like her. I still kind of don't, but I didn't like her for him. I always thought that was weird. I always thought that was weird couple.
I got used to her when she did that reality show.
Then you started seeing her personality more.
And then she was on that other show where it was 3 hosts.
Yeah,
so I started seeing her
personality.
Like the cook.
Yeah.
I said, okay.
But before then, I just started seeing this wild girl, and I'm like, he seems so stale. Why would he be with her? Now, it kind of makes more sense now.
Okay.
They talked about June 29th. Scientists said that the day of June 29th was actually the shortest day in history or ever or something like that.
June 29th.
Yeah, it was weird. They was looking at the date and however they look at the study of the sun and the stars. And it actually was the shortest day or some weird stuff like that. And of course, that's Charlemagne's birthday.
29?
So the June 29th.
Is that just this year it did that, or is it every year?
It was just this year that it was the shortest.
Did he not notice he didn't get much time to celebrate?
Well, he tried to say that it was because of him. He decided that should be the shortest day. And DJ Envy says because you're short. That's right. They go back and forth with you, back and forth, back and forth.
Like Morris Chestnut.
Yeah, Morris Chestnut. All right, so then they talked about Biden's executive order that he signed today to support women to travel for abortion.
Okay. Why he has to sign that?
Because
having problems in each state?
Because the fact that it's been a couple of cases where people had to travel to get it. Remember, we said it was going to be issues. So he had to sign an executive order.
So this is government covering every state that
this is the government
telling them leave her alone if she wants to fly to whatever.
Yeah, we got to look and see what the total bill is, but he signed it. Not bill, I mean the order. He signed it. Georgia can claim. In Georgia, you can now claim your embryo on your taxes for $3,000.
That's what I heard.
For $3,000. Mm-hmm. I agree.
Each embryo.
I agree. Mm-hmm. If you're going to say abortion is illegal, then the woman in that state should be able to claim that child.
Because they're saying abortion is illegal because of they consider that.
Well, they said in order to be able to claim the baby or the embryo, it has to have a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. So you have to show that it has a heartbeat.
And everybody who's been pregnant,
I told you it's going to be
the happiest thing.
I told y'all next. If I can claim on my taxes, the next is insurance.
Ooh,
that's it. If you have a miscarriage, The insurance company got to pay you.
So if
you should be able to put an insurance policy on it.
The moment the heart beats, that's the dependent.
Yep.
Okay.
And why would the insurance company say you can't claim it?
It's a dependent.
It's a dependent.
Yes, it's inside of you, but the heart is beating, meaning there's life.
There's going to be a lot of women getting some money off of the insurance companies, trust me.
Or driving.
You know how many women have?
You know
how many women have miscarriages?
Yeah.
So this is going to this is a ripple effect.
So they're going to have a.
This is a ripple effect.
If you're carrying that baby, like you said, John Legend's wife did, and she lost it,
she get it paid by the insurance company. What if I put $1 million insurance policy on it,
and she loses it at 7 months?
That's it.
So it has to end.
Yeah.
Oh, and then she'll get money.
She'll get money.
But most policies, it will depends on what you get. Some of them you got to have it for a certain time frame before you can kick.
Oh well, let's see. If it's a baby, they can't go 9 months. Or what if you do have a miscarriage at 9 months? Ooh. Or what if it's a stillborn? See, it's stuff like that.
Insurance policy.
Policy.
You get money.
Yeah. That's next. And then the whole thing with the fathers. That's next. Watch.
The heartbeat. Give me the child support.
All of that. And then remember we talked about in another show.
She would have to pay for her doctor bills, her going to the
And remember we talked in another show about her going to another state that you can have an abortion and he don't want her to. Ooh. And he gonna maybe try to go to the court and stop. Oh, it's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff, y'all. It's a trickle down effect.
Just wait and see.
Okay, so they had this young rapper on there, YK Osiris. He's a young guy. Yeah, I heard of him more from being on social media than I have his music.
What area is he from?
I don't know. But anyway,
I'm thinking that's a big thing, right?
He's country. He's country. You can tell in his voice.
Okay.
He hangs with Drake all the time. So people always wondering why, because he's kind of young and silly, and Drake is kind of older, and he's always with him.
He like a brother?
Well, that's what he said. He said he see him. No. Okay. He said they see him as Drake see him as a little brother.
Does he have siblings, Drake?
I don't think so.
Brothers and sisters?
I don't know. Do y'all know? Comment down below if y'all know. If he does, I don't know anything about him.
I can see it being like a little brother.
Okay.
Hey, come on,
he said he see him as a little brother.
Okay.
If he does have anything, it might be a sister, but I don't know.
Okay.
He says that's why he think he hang around him. Charlamagne was asking him about therapy. He said he don't believe in therapy. He don't like therapy.
Drake?
No, the boy, YK Osiris.
Okay.
He said, because what if I tell this person all my business and then they tell somebody or I see them or something? And they were saying they not supposed to tell your business. Well, Charlamagne always try to make everybody go to therapy. Yeah, so thought about that.
That's funny how he's thinking that. No one thinks that. Because that's you know what? Oh, no.
No, he tells everybody to go to therapy.
No. I think if somebody can comment in the section, I think a therapist has to abide by certain laws.
Well, that's what they can't
tell your business.
That's what Angela and
even for a police report or something, right?
Yeah.
They can't share. It's almost like a priest.
Well, I don't know about police.
I'm
but
thinking
definitely, or your lawyer. You must be thinking of.
No, I thought it was your therapist too.
No, I'm talking about police. I'm thinking instead of police, you're thinking a lawyer. Whatever you say to me is in confidence.
No, I'm thinking of your therapist. It's like a priest.
I thought you said police.
No,
priest.
Your therapist.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
they supposed to be.
Is that right?
But he's saying, what if they do tell or something? I don't know.
Well, then they would be in trouble. They would have to go to jail because they broke that contract.
Or he said, what if I talk to this person and I see them or something at a buffet or something? It don't matter.
Whatever way you want to do it. Talk to Jesus.
Right,
he will not tell nobody.
All right, so then, unless somebody listens to it and you pray it out loud. But he does tell. Jesus does tell, though.
No, he don't.
He tell people to pray. He'll tell somebody to pray for you and stuff.
He won't tell your business. And
yes,
he does. So
sometimes
private.
Sometimes people have gone to church and the pastor or somebody come up to them and say, the Lord has told me that you've been running from him.
That
you've been out on the street.
No,
God's telling your business. He's telling your business.
God wants you to know.
I know, but he's telling your business.
That's his purpose. God is not the author of confusion.
I know, but you said like he's not telling your business.
The Holy Spirit does things decently and in order.
I know, but I'm going on when you say he don't tell your business. Yes, he does.
Because God wants
How many times have we sat in church and people's business been told by the Holy Spirit?
The Holy Spirit didn't tell them that.
Yes, they do. They go to the altar and say, God, you got cancer right there. They lay hands on you stuff. Oh, I didn't know she had cancer. God's telling your business. He's telling your business.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
All right, God know I'm joking, but he do tell your business.
I didn't think about it that way.
Right.
Go ahead.
You might have to tell God, look, God, I'm going to church. Now,
I've heard
if
some
you want
ministers-
somebody to pray for me over cancer, don't do that in the front of
everybody
the
know I got cancer.
Pull me in the back and tell me that.
But see, God knows if you really are private, he'll whisper in your ears.
I know.
I've heard some ministers actually go to the ear and whisper in the
I
ear.
know.
And the person go, ooh!
But how many times do they do that and they don't whisper in their ear and they tell all your business?
Yeah. What if you got somebody that missed God?
Or how many times have you heard
right.
somebody be like, you cheating on your wife and stuff? They do tell your business.
But how we know that's the Holy Spirit telling them
Or
that?
it could be somebody knowing they just know and they trying to say God told them.
And then sometimes people got that gift and may not be led.
Right. Well, that's what he's saying. You a therapist and you're not following the rules.
Man, get some help.
Right, I know. I'm just saying.
If you need help, get some help.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
When you said tell Jesus, he don't tell nobody. Yes, he
what?
does.
That's
Tell everybody. All right, here we go.
You're going to get a lot of comments on that one.
Oh, that's not wrong. It's the same.
Okay.
God know we joke, so he jokes.
Okay.
God has a sense of humor. I'm tired of people being stale, thinking
I
God don't have a sense.
know.
He got a sense of humor. Look at you. That's how you know he got a sense of humor.
Wrong.
All right, here we go.
That's true.
Russell Simmons' daughter.
Which one? This is Russell.
Russell Simmons.
I don't know his daughters.
You don't know him. With the
Okay.
model. What's her name? You know.
Wait a minute. Russell or the other brother?
Russell, the older one.
Oh, I don't know.
You know.
his daughters.
You know his daughter.
Oh, from the models.
Kamara,
I
whatever
don't
her
know
name
his
is.
daughters. Though.
Well,
I know
you-
he has some pretty
yeah.
daughters like his wife.
Well, Kamara's daughters, okay.
Mhm.
One of them, Yoki or something like that.
Mhm. They're
she's
older
going
now.
to Harvard.
I was going to say they older
And she's
now.
been getting a lot of kickback because she wants to be a model. And people was telling her, if you want to be a model, why are you going to Harvard? And she's saying, why can't you go to Harvard and you can look good and still be smart? So she wants to dismiss that rumor that you can't be good looking and pursue a modeling career and still have a Harvard degree.
What does she want to major in?
I don't know. But just the fact
we
that,
all know modeling, but what does she want to go to Harvard
Right.
for?
So
That's a lot of money.
I know. Well, they rich, so.
Okay.
So-
You know what? They got the money to do it.
Right.
She
Most
can
people-
skip to Malou to every school.
Most
she
people
wants
don't
to.
have money to do both stuff like that.
But
Donkey of the day.
But I hope though that
Mhm.
she, to her point, I hope that she does go and do study.
Yeah.
Something.
Right.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, she at Harvard. She has to.
Yeah, that's true.
Donkey of the day.
Mhm.
Charlamagne gave it to a security guard, a female security guard. She was at Lollapalooza. 18.
Her.
Oh, you know about this?
Yeah, go ahead.
18-year-old.
This is the Chicago news.
Oh, 18-year-old security guard.
Ooh, she's stupid.
She wanted to leave work early.
Stupid.
So she faked a mass shooting.
Mass shooting.
She sent out
So
a
she
text
can leave work early.
and she posted it on social media.
Not only should she have been fired, but she should be arrested.
Well, they did arrest her.
Mm-hmm.
They arrested her. They charged her and all
do
this
that
other
terrorist
stuff.
something.
18 years old.
Because she
Stupid.
wanted to leave work early.
Because she wanted to leave work early. Speaking of which, there was on earlier Twitter I showed you there was a mass shooting at the Mall of America.
I haven't seen anything.
So, and the fact that we saying shooting, this will be yellow mark. So,
Oh no.
anyway,
But I thought you said we can't say the other word. Like
you can't say that word
the
either.
K word.
We can't say the S word either. Kenan Thompson, SNL, he got a star on Hollywood.
Oh.
So there you go. That's
Who's
for
the
him.
youngest to get a star? I wonder.
Now probably Shirley Temple, I would guess.
You think?
I'm thinking
No,
Shirley
no,
Temple.
no.
Shirley Temple or Mickey Rooney.
Well,
I'm
it
thinking
wasn't at
Shirley
the time
Temple.
she was young, though. Who was the
Look
youngest?
at the thing.
Who's the youngest to get a star as a young
Let me
person?
see. I'm thinking it's her. Oh, do you unlock your thing? I'm thinking it's Shirley Temple. That would only make sense. Who's the youngest person to get a Hollywood star? Patty McCormick at 15 years of age, while Bobby Driscoll was the youngest male actor at 23. Okay, there you go.
That's as young as they go.
Patty McCormick.
There's no kid. Do you have to be over 18? You think? You can't be a kid star getting a star?
No.
They don't figure that. They don't think that that's a long enough time to have made a dent in your career, right?
Probably, yeah. Because, I mean, how you going to
That
get
don't
one?
make sense. Yeah, never mind. I'm kind of answering my own question. Okay.
Yeah.
Hollywood star means a lot.
They talked about the rappers Kodak Black and French Montana doing a song together.
Mhm.
So, both strange. Kodak Black is
I
strange.
wonder
and
how that
French
album's
Montana.
going to be.
Let me see.
You may have to be high to
They
listen
talked
to it.
about the fact Envy said he went to the to get some gas and he went in to pick up some chips or something, and this lady came up to him and asked him, if it's true that Charlamagne goes to the bathroom with him and they measure each other's, you know what? Because they all you don't know. It's a running joke. It's a running thing. They always play like they
do that.
Yeah, that they gay. They always talking about, I'm gonna follow you and watch them do this, or they make jokes back and forth with each other and all this, that they masculinity. And she said she was asking if they was really gay, because they always playing with each other. And she's not the first person to ask that. A lot of people have asked that.
Maybe they should stop doing that.
Well, Envy said he gonna stop, and Charlamagne said, no, you're not. Shut up, whatever. They gonna keep going.
So they just playing. But some people are
not going to stop.
To the radio go.
They're not going to stop. They're going to keep going.
They might.
I know, but they're going to keep doing it because it's funny to them, and they like the fact that it's funny that people get upset about it.
Okay.
Wendy Williams doubles down on the fact that she said she's getting married.
That's what I wanted to know. What comes with that one?
We told you yesterday that she called Jason. Well, Jason Lee talked to her on the phone, and she told Jason Lee that she was married. So then
she must have been high
today, her person that works for her, whatever, her representative, came out and said that was not true, and that it was a lie, and that it's not true, and Jason got the story wrong. So Jason was livid. He said, I did not lie, and it was not wrong, or whatever. So he called her back, and she said it again on the phone. He taped her this time. And she said, yes, I am married. I don't know why they said I'm not, or whatever. So Jason went and made a whole big old thing about all these people like TMZ and stuff, saying that he was a liar. I'm a friend with him on Facebook. I personally sent him a message. I don't know whether he saw it or not, whatever. And I said, Jason, you know more people now than you used to.
Yeah.
Just because somebody tells you something doesn't mean that it's true.
Right.
And it could come directly from the person.
Their mouth.
You still got to get something. I would have taken what she said and then say, show me a marriage license or something before I report this story.
Yes.
Because everybody knows that Wendy is Lulu lately.
Right.
So even if you're saying that she told you that, I would not have ran with that story.
And you know, with her, of all people, come on now.
And she very well could be married. This could be one of those cases where everybody like, oh, Wendy, and she's like, no, I'm really married. So my thing is, it's not just what the person tells you. You got to have other proof, other than what somebody. I can tell you I'm the most beautiful woman in the world. It doesn't mean I am. I can call him and tell him, you know what, Jason, they told me that, I could call him and say, Jason, guess what? I lost 100 pounds. And he go and report that. And the next person see me outside go, she ain't lost no dang on. She gained 100 pounds. She didn't lose 100 pounds. And you gonna run with a story that I lost.
He's not new to the game.
No. So always I would
her. You got to consider the source.
So even if she tells you something, anybody tells you something, Cardi B, because he's friends with Cardi B, he's friends with a lot of people. So
having her recorded now.
It shows that he didn't make it up. He didn't just pull that out of his butt. She did say it.
Okay.
But I'm saying he needs to always go a step further than that.
And you need to be careful because, people are starting to mimic each other's voices.
Right.
Doing tapings and recordings and stuff.
They talked about Armand Shepard, the basketball player, being arrested. Now, I thought this was interesting because he was arrested for marijuana, the whole Brittany Griner thing, in this country. And DJ Envy said that
what state?
I don't know.
Is it legal?
But he was saying the point that we was trying to make with this is Envy was saying he was flying from one state to another state, and he had a layover, I guess, in another state. Now, the state that he was was leaving, marijuana was legal.
Okay.
The state he was landing in, marijuana is legal. But the state that he was having the layover in, it's not legal. So he said before he got on the plane, he said he gave it to somebody else. But that made Charlamagne say that's why those laws are stupid.
Yeah.
And it should be all the way across and not state to state. Because you're going to arrest me, and then we making a whole big thing about Brittany Griner getting arrested in Russia for marijuana. And then you're going to arrest somebody in this country. He said anybody that still get arrested for marijuana in this country, they want you for something else.
Yes. It don't make any sense.
That don't even make sense to arrest people anymore with marijuana.
It's even like the gun thing, like if you drive in one state to another.
Come on.
You carrying that, your destination has to go through 4 states. And all 4
I can understand maybe a fine, but to arrest somebody? No.
Yeah, that's deep.
That's deep.
They need to really revisit that.
So that was just saying how Charlamagne was saying it needs to be legal in all states.
So I guess
not
until
state to
then,
state.
it's unfortunate because some people don't smoke it and they don't care.
Right.
And they probably thinking if they like grandma going that you shouldn't have taken it in the first place.
Right.
They may be right about that.
Well,
Until things get right, his story will hopefully wake people up and go, oh, I'm flying too.
Or just don't take nothing with you. You almost
Pack
can't
it
take anything
underneath.
with you.
Pack it
And even
underneath.
like now, when we going somewhere, we need to find out what's there that we going that you can't have, whatever.
Yeah.
You can have something. It ain't even like marijuana. It can be something illegal that you carrying that they say, well, here you can't have lead in your glasses.
My dad,
or something. It could be something stupid.
Somebody that I know, I was going to say somebody. They were saying because their building is government controlled, they can't have that type of, what do you call it, the marijuana. You know how the medicines that you take for medical purposes, they can't have that. It can't be prescribed to them.
Oh, see,
because they live in that building.
Medicinal purposes.
Yes. So wow.
It just depends on where you are. So,
and this is a pain reliever.
Yep.
They offered that to me when I had my cancer.
Yeah, they offered you that.
Yeah, I said no because I wasn't in that much pain.
CBD oil or something. Okay.
Yeah. So
all right, y'all. So that was it.
Whew, it
was probably more, but I didn't feel like I fell asleep on some of the show.
Oh,
so
did
honestly,
you? Wow,
yeah, it was so boring.
Well, this was enough.
All right.
What we learned and talked
Yep.
about.
All right, y'all. So that was another Woods Report. See you later.